It's week 13, day 88 of my full-time chronic pain rehabilitation journey. I'm Jason, and today I'm going to talk about something simple that can actually produce antidepressants in your own body. It's called gratitude. First though, a quick status update. I am taking an extra recovery day this week, so Saturday and Sunday are recovery days for me. The reason being that I am mentally and physically depleted. I went off my sleep medications and it caused me to not sleep well and have bouts of insomnia. And I'm still feeling those today. I still feel kind of sick, a nondescript sick that I can't quite pin down. I just don't feel right. I'm tired, mentally exhausted. I notice that my muscles are staying sore longer, and I think that has to do with the fact that when you sleep, that's when your body repairs itself. And I haven't been sleeping much, and so it's not working quite right. So I decided that I need to take a little extra time this week and let everything go back to normal before I push myself hard again. The good news is I slept 7 hours last night without any pharmaceuticals. So my body is starting to normalize to not having the drugs to help me sleep. I'm starting to learn or relearn how to do it on my own again. I have some good news. I have persuaded one of my brothers to go with me to an ayahuasca ceremony in June over his birthday weekend. So we will be sharing that time together, and I'll be able to share this experience with him, the one I've had with ayahuasca, in the hopes it'll also help him in some of the ways that it's helped me. I'm really excited to get to know him better and spend time with him again, and I'm really hopeful that this will help him. Before I go on to today's topic, I want to do a quick retake on day 87's video. I talked about the pitfalls of perfection and precision when making lifestyle changes, and I forgot to summarize them at the end. So in the spirit of not being too perfectionistic, I didn't reshoot the video. I'm just going to share those with you now. There are 3 pitfalls that you can make when you're becoming too perfectionistic or precise in the way that you make lifestyle changes. They are: 1, you never start. The second is, whenever you fail or fall short of your goal, you do something excessive to compensate in the opposite direction. And then the third is, you just give up and quit. So if you can avoid those 3 pitfalls by being a little bit more moderate in the way that you pursue lifestyle changes, you will be able to sustain them. On to today's topic, practicing gratitude. Your body is one of the most complicated and sophisticated chemical manufacturing plants on the planet. It even has the ability to make cannabis under certain scenarios, which is kind of interesting. So it also has the ability to make antidepressants and does so naturally. And the good news is you can actually trigger them to be made by simply practicing gratitude. And the more frequently you do this, the more frequently the chemicals are released and you'll feel the side effects. The overall effect is like a low-grade antidepressant. If you're severely depressed, you may still need medication, but if you're only slightly depressed, you may be able to eventually go off those medications by practicing more gratitude. Now about how to do it. How can you trigger these chemicals to release by expressing gratitude daily? And I have a couple of answers. One is journaling. Some people advocate having a dedicated gratitude journal. This is always a good idea. But if you don't have a dedicated gratitude journal, and I don't, what I've decided to do is put one line at the top of every journal entry that says gratitude : something I'm grateful for that day. So at least my mind goes to the subject of gratitude. Sometimes in my journal, I'm writing down some difficult feelings and some negative thoughts, and I want to make sure that I'm at least entertaining gratitude on a daily basis. And so I do this at the beginning of my day by putting a single line in that says I'm grateful for X, Y, or Z. The other is video journaling. I found that going back and watching my own videos has sustained me throughout my journey. One, it re-emphasizes everything that I've been teaching to others. I teach it back to myself because sometimes it gets a little stale or it's not in the forefront of my mind. But I also can see the changes and the transformations in my person. Not only the physical transformations, I was kind of chunky when I started these videos, and now I'm looking pretty slender. Also, I can just tell that I'm more comfortable in front of the camera. I'm not as anxious. I just feel better and I can just see it. And so it makes me feel grateful for how far I've come. The other one is reflecting. So if you don't journal and you don't have in your mind or available to you a way to jog things that you can be grateful for so that you remember them, you're going to find it difficult to reflect on those things. They need to be, again, kind of fresh. And so journaling every day can help with that. Reviewing prior journal entries can also help with that. But it's powerful because, for example, yesterday I had what I think was a really precious moment with my daughter. I got up and I was barely getting up. I hadn't done anything yet. I just walked out the door and she was in the bathtub. And she's like, Daddy, take a bath with me. Daddy, take a bath with me. And my first thought was, no, I'm too tired. I don't want to do this. And I thought, you know what? That's the old me. Like, I would just kind of brush her off. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be young and lively and just get the heck in the water. And so I just got in there with her and we took a bath together and had fun. And then there were a couple other things we did together that morning. And she just like, I could tell she was bonding with me. And when I left for the gym, she just gave me tons of kisses and hugs. And it was just really special. And so when I was working out, I was actually at the end of the routine doing my stretches and on the foam roller. And I just started to reflect on the experience I had with her that morning. And it triggered a pretty intense emotional release, a release of feelings of gratitude, accompanied by some tears. I was listening to some classical music at the same time, and the combination of the two things was really powerful. And I just felt this abundance of love and gratitude for her and for my many blessings. I believe this is possible to do with other experiences that aren't quite so fresh. Mine was that morning. But again, looking back into the past is a way to generate those feelings on demand and feel a sense of gratitude at any time you want to. I wanted to take a moment to talk about some of the things I'm grateful for, in addition to my little special morning with Eden, but kind of look back at the last 5 months and just talk about how grateful I am for what really amounts to a significant transformation. I am a very different person now than I was 5 months ago. I was depressed. I was prone to sleep a lot. I was prone to self-isolate. I wasn't fostering my friendships with others. I had let all of those kind of wax. I was really on a kind of a downward trajectory again. And if it hadn't been for the fortuitous experience with ayahuasca that woke me up out of this sort of walking dead state, I would not have embarked on this journey. I would not be making the transformative changes that I've been making, or had I really think the resolve to see it through. And then the ketamine has only served to bolster that experience and make it available to me on a much more regular basis. And so I just feel whole and grounded and just so grateful for all of those experiences. I mean, it's such an amazing series of events that led me to be able to take the ayahuasca, take the ketamine, embark on this journey. And I'm just really grateful for those. As I mentioned, my relationships have dramatically improved. My relationship with my wife is the best it has ever been, our entire marriage. I feel like, almost like we're newlyweds again. It is so powerful to just feel this deep sense of connection to her, and to feel like I'm alive again and want to be with her and want to engage my children. I feel connected to people. I'm making new friends. I've connected to old friends that I lost touch with. I'm connected now to new friends. One of them happens to be my personal trainer. Another happens to be the technician at the recovery center I go to every day. Like, we're sharing a lot of really deep and personal things with each other. And I just feel like organically friendships are just growing up around me now. And it all has to do with the fact that I'm on this journey, that I'm sharing this journey, and that I'm letting myself be me and not hiding anymore. It's so powerful. As I've mentioned, my health has dramatically improved. I don't have data for the entire last 3 months, but for the last 10 weeks or 2.5 months, I've lost 3% of my body fat and 18 pounds. And that's to say nothing for the fact of how much stronger I've gotten. I can lift a substantial amount of weight now, more than I was able to before. I just feel stronger and better put together. The thing it's hard to say what I'm most grateful for, but this is also one of them, which is that my pain has been kept at bay. Through this entire journey, I have had back pain, but it has been of the amount that I can manage it. It doesn't incapacitate me, and even though I'm hurting, I can keep exercising and, again, keep it just below that threshold of where it puts me out of commission. And I would have sworn when I started this journey, I was going to have days where I was laid out, probably repeatedly, and been very, very depressed and not even able to make these videos. And that has not happened. It has been a miracle, and I'm so grateful for it. The last is, I just feel like I've had a lot of assistance on this journey, a lot of support from family, but also just help from people like my trainer and the person at the recovery center, friends who've supported me, and talked to me through this journey. It's just been, I don't know, overwhelming to receive these gifts from them and to have them apply their expertise to my situation, to shepherd me in the right direction, to the right people that I need to get help from. There's just no way to properly give it credit. I am grateful, fundamentally grateful for all the blessings that have come my way and for the progress that I've made this far. Fighting for your life means learning how to be grateful for just about everything. Practicing daily gratitude is a great way to keep your mind in optimal fighting condition. If you find my videos helpful, please pass them along and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, keep fighting for your life.